We are at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. I already went through and booked the show. Sorry, I know people like watching that, and I'll start doing that once I get more adjusted to the game and more confident, and that it won't take me a half hour or however long to book it. Because I like keeping episodes around 10 minutes long. Because I mean, there's only so much you could hear me talk. All right, so this episode's probably gonna be longer. So expect like 15, 20 minutes. Well, expect that you guys will see it. So pretty much the storylines, we're going to start from the bottom under. The Dudleys and Extreme Allies. This isn't the match order. Pretty much Bubba Ray and Devon going after Mankind and Al Snow. This is not a gimmick match. I repeat, not a gimmick match. We see Team 3D taking on the Extreme Allies, Mankind and Al Snow. Like having for all my tag teams because it's just easier. I don't know, it gives them an identity, I feel like. Alright, also we have the Euro title with Taz. Taz so far has been, he defended against William Regal last month, and now he's facing Ken Shamrock. So, you got a little bit of a shooter type thing here. Taz, Regal, Shamrock. Maybe I can throw Owen Hart in the mix there. Lance Storm maybe, I feel like could fit. Just try that out. We're just having fun with it. So, Taz and Ken Shamrock. Basic feud, pretty much to prove who's the better man. Here we have Rabid Dog as our tag. They have been champions this is the second time they defeated the Corporation, Umaga and Ken Shamrock, and the Marvelous Ones in a triple threat match last month at Backlash. So this month it's just standard with a Road Dogg Batista, Rabid Dog versus, what's it called? I'm sorry, I can't think and talk at the same time. Versus the Marvelous Ones, a.k.a. Mark Marrow and Mike Barton. The Un-American storyline. The Un-American storyline is Owen Hart, William Regal, Lance Storm, Matt Bloom, and Chavo. And they are just trying to show that American values suck, for lack of a better term. And they're taking on Lance Storm and Matt Bloom are taking on Godfather and D'Lo Brown. Val Venus is feuding with William Regal, and then Owen Hart's in the IC title picture. The Ministry is born. You guys can figure it out. We're going to see Edge and Christian and Abyss, ECA versus APA and Kane. A lot of letters there. Hopefully that changes soon. And a 6-man tag. Kane was put in a casket about last month, and now he returned. Popped out of the casket, scared the shit out of Paul Bearer. Thought that would be a cool little angle. Cool visual. So we're going to see 6-man tag. Alright, the 4-way IC title feud. It's been fun. We thought Owen Hart and Brian Pillman were teamed together, but that proved to be a lie after Brian Pillman beat up Owen Hart after Brian and Owen beat up Eddie Guerrero and Goldust. Pretty much this is going to be maybe the conclusion of Goldust and Brian Pillman, or maybe not. Maybe we have a new IC champ. 4 guys who could be the champion, 4 guys who all deserve to be the champion, 4 guys who could carry that title and continue to have good matches. The DX split, very much similar to real life. I think they had a strap match or something like that. They had some sort of gimmick match, I think. I don't know. They kind of rushed this feud to go to Triple H The Rock, which kind of screwed X-Pac up a little bit because he was hot as a face. This will be a last man standing match. I don't know what to expect from it. I'm hoping a high B, so high 80s to low 90s. That's what I'm expecting. And then the rematch, not the rematch, Chris Candido versus Stone Cold. Very much what you expect. Chris Candido wants to be champion. Him and Stone Cold don't get along. Candido doesn't have Vince McMahon in his back pocket. He made it obvious to Vince McMahon that he is not Vince's friend. He's not Vince's ally. So we're going to have Chris Candido versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. So let's start the show, and I'll talk more about it throughout the show. Alright, here we have the Un-Americans versus D'Lo Brown and Godfather. The match ends when D'Lo Brown turns heel on the Godfather. The Godfather won't tag him in, and D'Lo Brown just says F it and just walks away. This turns him heel. We need more heels who aren't in storylines. D'Lo's a better heel as he is a face, and it creates new matches and stuff for him. And he's more interested in book for me as a heel. From there, we go to Taz cutting a promo on Ken Shamrock saying, "You think you're a real badass? Well, you haven't been in the ring with me yet, and I'm going to get my hands on you." Here, Taz versus Ken Shamrock ends with Taz defeating Ken Shamrock with Taz mission via referee stoppage. So Taz has him in it and just chokes him out. That's what it would be. That way we protect Ken Shamrock, and that way, it doesn't get, Ken loses kind of clean in a way, but, it's protective because he gets choked out. Post-match, we go backstage to Extreme Allies, cutting a promo. Comedy act of Mankind starting to appear with Al Snow here. He's making fun of Al Snow, and they say, you know what, they're joking around, and then they get serious, talk shit on the Dudley Boys. This match goes on, an rating. Mankind defeated Bubba Ray Dudley by pinfall, the DDT. I'm just reading here. Mankind head and shoulders above everyone else. Devon needs to get his shit together. That's fine. But solid match. Very much what I expected. And not too angry about it. We go straight into a 6-man tag. No bullshit after it. Kane APA versus the Ministry of Darkness. Edge, Christian, Abyss. Ends when the APA turn on Kane and beat the shit out of him. We got a swerve here. Like a lot of heel turns, Maybe I shouldn't have. I was contemplating waiting to turn D'Lo tomorrow, but yeah, pretty much protect Kane here. So it's these 5 minus, it's everyone here minus Kane plus Paul Bearer and Undertaker, and I think that's gonna be the Ministry of Darkness. And why I did that is because I think, Undertaker, it's a good way to give him something to do where he doesn't have to wrestle every show. Gives Kane, 5 guys he can run through before he faces Undertaker. It creates opportunities for Kane to team up with guys. Creates more stars with Edge, Christian, and Abyss getting a huge win here over 3 established guys. I think APA might even be former tag champs in the game. And then Kane is Kane, obviously. So yeah, we got that. Then here we go backstage with Brian Pillman cutting a promo and Owen Hart saying, Pillman says, Owen, I love you, but that doesn't mean shit to me in the Intercontinental title. I want my title back. We then go to Goldust. I just have him say Owen Hart because I think Owen's the most over. He says, you know what, I'm going to retain my title. Goldust is just being, Goldust. Maybe I was thinking I should have had Owen talk in hindsight. Here we have the match with Fatal 4-Way ends with Goldust picking up the victory when he pins Owen Hart with a Bulldog, and he makes defense number 3 of his title. I had this as regular. I was thinking of having to steal the show, but, I don't know exactly how to do it. It was too long or too short. I don't know. I want 16 minutes. Is that too short? I thought that's long given this match. Like, not long, but I think that's the right time. I was thinking having to go 13, but I don't know. This whole new, you have to figure out how long to have your matches is interesting to me. I shouldn't have booked the show to Hawaii also. But yeah, we have Goldust win. And I'm thinking having a blow-off match between Brian Pillman and Goldust tomorrow night just to end this feud once and for all. After that, we go William Regal cut a promo on Val Venus. Basic promo. This is a basic feud just to get the guys in the card. And they go on and have a match where William Regal defeats Val Venus using the ropes for leverage. This was used to bring the fans down a little because I predicted the IC title match to be show stealer, possibly, but not. It didn't perform that well, so, it is what it is. Alright, from there we go to Dave Bautista and Road Dogg cutting a promo on the Marvelous Ones and being the tag champs. They say, we're the champs. No one's taking these titles from us for a very long time. We have a match, solid match. Everyone ranging from 80 to 84. I'm happy with that. Dave Bautista defeating Mark Mara. Basic here. I mean, the Marvelous Ones plus Sable is a great act. And I'm having a lot of fun booking them. And I don't know how much legs they have as a team. Maybe there could be singles run for one of the guys. I'm not too sure. I don't know. They've really done it all so far. I'm not going to break them up, but it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. Here we have Shane McMahon cut a promo on how he took out The Rock while he takes credit for it. I ignored this the past 2 weeks for just me forgetting about it. The hard part of having 9 storylines. I think in this show we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches, and then we have this storyline. So I have 10 storylines going on. some stuff gets lost in the shuffle. I run an Excel sheet to help me keep track of everything. So yeah, we just cut that, and then we go to X-Pac versus Triple H. Now Triple H gets the win here after Ace Crusher. It's just him and X-Pac beat the living shit out of each other. What the story is, normally I'd put a hype video in front of the match or something, or like a promo by one of them. But I noticed that that turns the crowd off, and then like if it'll get an 80 on the what's it called, like storyline heat, because storyline heat moves a lot. I think too much, but pretty much we get the heat is lowered for storyline, so the match suffers. Like if I put a promo for this, the rating for the match would have went from like 90 to like lower 80s, mid 80s. So we had a hot feud, so we just went straight to the match, which I don't know. It is what it is. And then after the match, we have the Undertaker return, and he tombstones X-Pac. Yeah, I figured this is a way to bring the Undertaker back, and X-Pac, Undertaker. It's just something like why the Undertaker would attack X-Pac. That's something to go forward, and it's just a return for the Undertaker. And then this is going to lead to Kane being X-Pac's ally, which is the end game here. We go backstage to Chris Candido cutting another hell of a promo, and you could read it, but I noticed if I write the promo, it gets a lot better rating, so maybe I should write the promos. That takes a lot of time, and like I can't do it for every guy. Like I can't write a Goldust promo, I can't write a William Regal promo. Stone Cold I can write a promo, I feel like, for like where I'm like okay with it, and it does take a lot of time. Like if the guys who do other YouTube series go through and like write the promos, God bless them. Go like their videos too, and go watch their videos, because that takes a lot of time and effort. Pretty much Candido here saying how he held the gold and how he felt it and how good it felt for him. So says next, I'm getting the gold and I'm never letting go of it. We have the match. Holy shit! Wow. Damn it. I say damn it because Stone Cold wins, retains his title, defeating Chris Candido by pinfall with a stunner, and makes a second defense for his title. I was honestly thinking of having Chris Candido win the title here, like have Vince come like help him out. Cause you think about it, like I pretty much set up like Candido, like the Rock Survivor Series, Mind Games thing, like the Rock and Vince McMahon like Rock wasn't a babyface, he wasn't a heel, but he would, talk. Vince would say how much he hates, the Rock, and the Rock would say how much he hates Vince. And then they end up aligned together. I was thinking of doing that here. Have Chris win and align with Vince. I really was considering it, but I'm a fan of long-term title reigns, and I think the show's better off having Stone Cold as champion. And I don't know, but wow. In the past 3 weeks, Chris Candido had a 100 rating promo, a 95 promo, a 90 rated promo, and a 99 match. He's probably the best guy so far in the series, like most consistently, not consistent, but best overall performance. And we have a hell of a show. I'm telling him he's awesome. But I'm very happy with that. But I kind of wish I had brought Chris in, like just made him champion, because I could have made him maybe. But it's interesting to see how. I don't know. I might have to adapt my booking for Chris Candido and make it better than what it was gonna be. I don't know. It's hard because if someone's hot, like you kind of have to do something with them, right? Like it'd be wrong not to. Like I mean, look at his his skills are okay. Like there's nothing really that special, which makes me surprised that his ratings are so good. Like his in-ring skills is about a average of an 80. His psychology needs to get better. He is not standout in chain wrestling, brawling, or flashing, or being a high flyer. He has a 70, mic entertainment skills just about. But he's popular. He has an 88 popularity now. He's not a drug user anymore. He's dating Sonny, and he's worth a lot of money in WWF. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to adapt everything. Okay, Taz opinion. I'm liking what I hear from Reg. Like, there's money, and the kid's premise, if given airtime. Stone Cold talk shit on Bradshaw again. I don't know. I still don't get this part. I'm gonna have to like read into it in like forums and something. I don't know, but yeah. Tell me what you think of. Actually, here before that. Now look, I've been putting Abyss on the show every week and giving squash matches. His popularity surged. Like, look at this. This is before I used him, and then this is after one match. 3 matches later, we're here, and he's getting better. It's pretty fun to book him, and I'm having a good time with it, and having a good time building a new monster. And it's fun having Abyss in WWE. He was supposed to at one point to feud with Undertaker at WrestleMania, apparently. I just think that's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do some thinking here. We got the King of the Ring tournament starting this next episode of Raw, and then next pay-per-views King